Are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders coming up next.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play fake here, Daniels. Vacates quickly left side. He's on the move. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels on first down. Rolling left, buying some time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Brown. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Darius Davis to return it. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd and 10, Herbert trying again. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
1st and 10 from the 41. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Running in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Dobbins punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
3rd and long for Daniels. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Completed here to Johnston. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. A toss now to Robinson. Has good room at the 35. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is some old school brutality. An offense close to a 1st down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's 2nd and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders break the tie here in the 1st. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. On the return, here comes Davis. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And they send a man in motion. On 3rd down, Herbert. Hauled in by Dobbins. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Second and 3 now. Now a toss play with Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. Dobbins gets it off the option. Has some space inside the 15. Will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it down to a single point. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. He's on the move. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a first. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Daniels from the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird? In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Davis. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Chargers start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. First and 10 now from the 30. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Running it again with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. From the 48. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Call it feel, Kate, call it instincts. I don't really care what you call it, but the best QBs, they can sense it. They know it when that pressure's coming, and they know how to avoid it. Keep that play alive, extend it outside of the chaos, and go get your offense a completion.
Play action now for Herbert. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Lays out left side and gets it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, L.A. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Motioning left is their running back. It's caught. Eckler. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Chargers and Quentin Johnson returning to the field. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's exactly what you want to see from your linebacker, one of the leaders of this group. What a great read. Quick reaction to the run, fought through traffic, and hit him for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Headed out right. He takes it himself. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. This is Robinson. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They send him left out of the slot. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Once more, it's Robinson. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert. That one's complete over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Second and 3 now. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Chargers, with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels. Short pass brought in. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Again, Daniels to the air. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Daniels now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To throw, Daniels. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Daniels back to throw. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Throwing with a blitz on the way. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing a 4th down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Piniero's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. That's completed right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
On target to Dobbins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
First and 10, Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Herbert to throw once more. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too, 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.